second time I'm with you guys. Last time I was in Chennai, this time in Hyderabad. I love Hyderabad for the biryani. And then great reception, and people are able to resonate with what we have been trying to say on the technology trend.
There is a strong focus that you emphasized on having that centralized system established. How is ManageEngine as a solution to contribute to being able to bring that kind of productivity, especially when we talk about business people trying to build a robust cybersecurity infrastructure?
As I said, like 70% of the attack is purely by an insider. Making sure the revoke access happened into all the ecosystem, meaning the user didn't have any footprint in the organization. This wouldn't have happened. Again, for this to be done, an IAM control has to be fixed. So whether you take SETI, whether you take RPA, whether you take ISO 27000 guidelines, or you take the certain guidelines.
Hello and welcome to the second edition of Emerge Tech, the Multi-City Roadshow brought to you by TheMainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today. I have with me Sujit. Sujit is the head of Presales at ManageEngine, and Sujit, thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is totally ours. And Sujit, I want to understand from you, how has your experience been so far at the conference?
It's been lovely. This is the second time I'm with you guys. Last time I was in Chennai, this time in Hyderabad. I love Hyderabad for the biryani. And then great reception, and people are able to resonate with what we have been trying to say on the technology trend. And also some great insights from the leaders as well.
Fantastic. And Sujit, you spoke about technologies, especially IAM, now being the center or taking the center stage naturally. If you could throw some light on that.
Okay, IAM controls. Right now, it's just how do you say? Basically, the baseline right now for any technology that is currently emerging. When it comes to infrastructure management, end of the day, it's the user and the entity. And again, I being a user, being part of an organization, what kind of a privilege that I have, or right authorization that I should have for the ecosystem that I have to control. Having an IAM control in place is making sure that the user has the right privileges. So what I spoke on the stage is, because right now we speak compliance, we hear a few coin compliance like, well, are you a GRC compliant? And we have ISO 27000 2022 edition, or BFSI segments into SEBI, we have RPA. So these guys are like the governing body, so regulated bodies. So now they have certain guidelines that they are given. This is how an organization access control is to be done. And what we see on the rise, the problem is this, because any form of an attack that we recently been speaking is the insider attack. And one of the highest fraudulent that happened recently for one of the banking sector, where their entire forte came down because a user who left the organization, the privileges were not revoked. And with that same privileges, they easily took the lateral movement and they took all the data out. So the entire forte down, not taking the name here. But again, if there is a proper identity lifecycle management happened in that organization, left the company, making sure the revoke access happened into all the ecosystem, meaning the user didn't have any footprint in the organization. This wouldn't have happened. Again, for this to be done, an IAM control has to be fixed. So whether you take SETI, whether you take RPA, whether you take ISO 27000 guidelines, or you take the certain guidelines, everybody speaks the same term when it comes to access control. Right now, we are living in a multi-level ecosystem. So when we see multi-level ecosystem, you have to come for a centralized access management, meaning I bought one application and that application has its own authentication. Doesn't make any sense. But if I have a centralized access management, then right privileges can be associated. Giving the right privileges, that is where you have to bring in privilege access management also. Not everybody should have all the access. Maybe bringing in the just-in-time access. Only at a period of time an access has to be granted. So So when you monitor all these things, comes into visibility.
Rightly said. So, and with that, Sujit, because it's impacting the organization's security at the end of the day, when any even small information is compromised for that matter. But now that we have a lot of technologies coming into play, AI for that matter, how do you think it will benefit or change the landscape when we talk about IAM controls?
I know that's AI is a huge buzz. Any event that you put, it's like the elephant in the home. So in that case, speaking the IAM piece and having an AI integrated in one IAM piece is, since an IAM solution is something which is doing centralized management, doing multi-ecosystem. If an AI is incorporated into an IAM technology, the AI has to work in such a way that it can feed the entire ecosystem. And I being a CISO or a CIO, now if I would just click on Simran, I should be able to see what are the privileges associated to Simran in a single view, rather me toggling into multiple windows and getting the same information that I would require to give me a complete history of Simran, rather an AI gives me that picture. Another thing, the same under the access management part of the view. If there are any top level privileges where a user would require, in that case, there are two side of people are involved. Example, let's say a business owner and a technology person. For a business owner, technology terms are jargons. But for a technology person, if there is a request for a particular functionality is requested, for him or her, they would know, okay, what if I would grant this access to Simran, I know what more she can do. But for a business owner, he or she does not know what privileges Simran is requesting for. Now, if there is an AI in place, the AI should tell the business owner, Simran is asking for this particular request. And with that, she can create an remote, she can delete a remote. That would be the language for a business. Right? Now, for a technology owner, like maybe the privilege they're asking, they know the jargons. Okay, with this privilege, Simran can do this, and they will approve. But for a business owner, the differentiation, I'm saying the tool, I'm not saying the tool is not everything good, but we do not see that right now. So if there's an AI in place that can speak to all the ecosystem, do the RBAC part of the story, as well as give you a complete conscience to a business owner. Okay, these are the privileges associated with the user in his or her own language. If an AI can do that, brilliant.
Fantastic. And Sujit, you also said that most of the attacks, and of course that's for the statistics as well, a lot of attacks come from the internal ecosystem. And there's a strong focus that you emphasize on having that centralized system established. How is ManageEngine as a solution provider being able to bring that kind of adaptability, especially when we talk about business trying to build a robust cybersecurity infrastructure?
For that question, see, like the offerings of ManageEngine is like how we can become a cyber resilience. We are a cyber resilience provider. The organization already have the traditional security and cyber security in space. And as I said, like 70% of the attack is purely by an insider. Maybe they are disgruntled, unhappy with the organization or with the manager, and they want to like do something which would bring the forte of the company down. So in this case, if there is a system which can analyzing the user's behavior end to end, okay, not just the user's behavior, the entity which the user is using, even that behavior is also tracked along with machine learning or AI in place, which Management is offering right now. In that case, it can give a risk score to Simran. Okay, Simran's risk score seems to be 30, which is green, but the system which Simran uses, let's say it is on the 80% or 83%, which is on the red area. Maybe the system is already been compromised. Maybe it is already exposed to the internet. Some kind of a malware is already there in the system. If that is something being tracked and also being notified to the cybersecurity specialist, immediate action can be taken. Rather, wait period of 48 hours and then there's an attack happens and then you get into the space. If these kind of trend of attacks that would happen and you take that preemptive approach or prescriptive approach, you're doing this. So ManageEngine right now, we have the UBA capability. With UBA, we're able to give risk mitigation.
Fantastic. And Sujit, thank you once again for being super insightful. This conversation has been very engaging and I look forward to having more such conversations with you.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you for having me.